Hi, this is Joy with Keeping Up with the Cichlids. I want to do an episode. I actually want to talk about today acclimating new discus into a established aquarium, already a discus, well established aquarium that's got discus already acclimating and they have already developed their territories and their pecking order of their hierarchy. So, say you go out, you get a new discus. Okay, you already have. Let's just assume that you have five, six. You should have about six at least minimum discus in your display tank. So let's just assume you have six. You go to the store, you see a beautiful discus in there, and you want to purchase them. You want to bring them home. So you buy them, you bring them home, or her, could be he or she, and you put them in the tank, and the discus hides. All right, goes and hides off, finds goes under some driftwood or goes in the corner of the tank, wherever it can find seek refuge. Right, because once you put him in the tank, there's going to be hard, and since he's the newbie, he's going to be put on the bottom of the barrel. Okay, he's going to be the bottom of the pecking order. If the discus is significantly bigger than all the other fish in the tank, then it might be able to do okay. It'll defend itself and it'll stick up for himself or herself. But if the discus isn't significantly bigger, there's going to probably be problems, more likely. So you put them in there, or she in there, and you notice that it's hiding. It's not going to take long before that discus, unfortunately, will develop a disease because of its suppressed immune system from being stressed. Okay, so we don't want that to happen. So, from my experience, this is what's worked for me. I, Everybody's different. There's different variations of this probably, but I just want to explain what I do, what I found that has been tied and true. Uh, so, you come home and it's going to take a little bit of while for one thing. Okay, you're going to get a 5 gallon bucket. You're going to get obviously a towel so it doesn't get anything wet on the floor. Any water gets on the floor. So you're going to get a towel. You're going to get the bucket. What you're going to do is you're going to get the water, obviously tank water. Put the tank water, fill it up at least 2/3 of the way, I would say, just to give the discus some room. What you're going to do is you're going to, well, at least what I do. Again, this is what works for me. Take the discus out of the tank. Okay, all of them. Take them all nice and easy, and you're going to take them all out of the tank, and you're going to put them in that 5 gallon bucket with the tank water that you just took out from the tank. Okay. Once you take them all out, while you're doing this, might I add, you're going to be acclimating your new discus. Okay, while you're doing this, so you're acclimating your discus. We're going to go ahead and get past on the acclimation part. I'm not going to talk about that. That's another video. There's other videos that I've done. Uh, you can check right here. There's another video that I did on that. But as far as we're going to assume that he's already been acclimated or she's already been acclimated, once all the discus are out of the tank, you're going to carefully and be really quick. Be careful when you take the discus out of the tank. Discus like to dart; they get freaked out a lot. They get crazy and scared, and so be careful when you take the discus out. Make sure that you take them out nice and easy. Don't freak them out. Uh, and do as best you can just so that way they don't damage themselves. They don't hurt themselves because they will scrape themselves against the decor and all that. So just be careful. Once that's all done, what you're going to do is you're going to put the new discus into the tank. Okay. So you're going to put the discus in the tank. You're going to let the discus swim around. It's going to be curious. It's not going to know where it's at. It's going to be wandering around, going up against the glass. It's going to do this. Okay. Now, what you want to do is you want to keep that new discus in there for about 30 minutes at least. Okay. Longer the better, but 30 minutes is good. Once the 30 minutes goes, what you're going to do is you're going to go in the tank, go into your 5 gallon bucket. Discus would be fine. And by the way, if you want to put any aeration in there or a heater, you can do so because this is going to take some time, a couple hours. It depends how many discus you have. So yeah, put an aeration, put a heater in there. But what you're going to do is you're going to take the smallest discus and you're going to put the second one in there. Okay, so you're going to put the new one in there. It's already been swimming out for like 30 minutes. You're going to get the second discus, and then you're going to put the second, the smallest discus in that bucket, and you're going to put them in there. Then you're going to let him or her swim around. Okay, uh, I would say if you can, a half an hour would be great. If 15, 20 minutes at least minimum. But do if you can't do it half an hour. Once that discus starts swimming around, um, you're gonna do the same thing with the next discus in the bucket. Okay, you're gonna go up sizes as you go until the last discus is going to be the biggest discus, obviously. So 30 minutes each if you can, if not 15, 20 minutes. But I would try to opt for the 30 minutes. Um, Now, once they're all acclimated, and what it's going to do, it's going to confuse them. It's going to make them have to figure out the hierarchy again. But the good thing is that the new discus, because the discus has been sitting in there first and it's been swimming around there before them, it's going to tend to hold its own. Okay, when it's in there by itself, it's got territory. Discus and other cichlids will tend to defend their territory if they claimed it first. And since that fish was in there first, that new discus will at least hold its own, so it's not hiding. It doesn't, develop disease and all that, and just perish away. So you do that, it's going to confuse the discus. They're not going to know. They're not going to even be able to acknowledge that there's a new discus in the tank. Okay, they're just going to think that they're just swimming around in this new environment. Is the way they act is they swim around like they don't even recognize a new discus that's been put in the aquarium. So that's a good way to confuse the discus and then make them have to do the pecking order again, which they will do. But at least the new discus won't be new to the eyes of the existing discus that were already in the tank, the one that's already been in there for a while and matured. So that's the way I do it. Okay. Now, some people will say, "Oh, move the decorations around, move the tank around." I've tried that before. A lot of times, I haven't had much success doing that. Now, I think it's because the bigger the tank, maybe the more that will work. But I have 20-gallon tanks, 60-gallon tanks. That's never really worked for me. So this method that I just explained has worked for me. It's worked like a charm. And so you're just gonna put them in. Like I said, it's kind of what I like to refer to as like the WWF WWE Royal Rumble. Okay, but instead of 3 minutes of them going in there, you're doing 15, 20, 30 minutes of each discus to be put in there. But that's how I do it. That's what I found that works. If you have any questions, please leave comments below. If you like what you hear, please like the video. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe. Much appreciated. These videos take a long time to do. I'm not asking for any money or anything like that or any donations. I just asked that if you like the video, just like it. And if you like what I'm doing, just click the subscribe button. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. And I'll see you again on the next video.